Our session opens with our heroes reaching the muddy shores of Tuvi. Though normally not much to look at, William has brought them here during the summer months. Flowers are in full bloom, and the dense boreal forests of Tuvi are a beautiful, lively green. Though the environment is beautiful, the town is less than spectacular. Far less. As they approach, Silara signals to her companions.
Eyes up, everyone. We've got company.
They all rise to their feet, peering over the front of the ship. There's a man waiting by the docks. His appearance isn't anything to write home about. He's wearing tattered rags for clothes and seems a bit on the frail side. Certainly no threat to Silara nor her companions. But all the same, they keep on their guard. They have a treasure to protect after all. The man on the dock waves as they approach. Welcome, travelers. Welcome to Tuvi. And who do I have the pleasure of welcoming to our fine shores?
Greetings, stranger. My name is Elandra Moonshadow of Brenia. My companions and I have come here with William Wildheart to speak of peace between our two lands.
We're here to speak with Chief Givden. This individual seems utterly terrified. William, what? As he runs off into the town. Coward. But we mustn't blame him for it. King Oric has stolen their courage. We are here to give it back. But my duties lie elsewhere for now. I am counting on you to convince Givden to move his people. If we can avoid bloodshed, we must see that it is done. Though the people of Tuvi are frail, be mindful of Givden. He was once one of us, part of our tribe. He will be difficult to kill if it comes to it. When you have completed this task, meet me in Chanville, and we will push over to the first pillar to kill a king. In that moment, William packs his things and walks off into the forest. Though our heroes have been given their task, their minds are a bit preoccupied. What is the best way to protect their newly acquired treasure, they wonder?
Okay, step 1, we kill William. Step 2, I stay here and kill anyone else who sees the treasure.
I like the enthusiasm, but maybe we can come up with a plan that doesn't involve us being hunted like animals by the White Wolf tribe.
We could push it into the water, maybe? Uma can always muscle it back on board when we're done here.
Right, and kill anyone else who finds it in the meantime.
And we're back to the slaughter. There must be a blacksmith in this backwater town. Why not start there and avoid being wanted by a madman?
I agree. Talia, Elias, Elandra, and Solara, you all come with me into town, and let's hear these people out. Uma, you stay here and, well, kill anyone who wants our treasure.
This is just the best day.
Right. Shall we?
As Talia mounts her bear, they each begin to walk into the town. The town itself isn't much to look at. Run down, worn, and decrepit. The gentle rain and faint cloud coverage overhead only adds to this feeling of dismay within the town of Tuvi.
Tuvi doesn't seem like much of a prize. These people have so little.
They don't even have a breath to speak as they round the corner and they see the people of Tuvi standing in the mud-soaked streets, with Givden standing in front of them. Where's William? Givden is a massive individual and stands in front of his people with an imposing stature. He's clearly not from here, but he stands on guard all the same.
Hey, there's no need for a fight. We're only here to talk.
Givden motions to everyone to go back to their homes. All right then, let's head inside and chat. As they head into what seems to be the main longhouse, it quickly becomes apparent of how little these people actually have. They talk for several minutes and try to persuade Givden to move his people peacefully, but he refuses at every turn. He offers to them instead to stay the night and partake in their monthly festival. Seeing no other options in front of them, they accept and decide to venture into the town and explore this space a little bit. For Elias, Talia, and Rothaga, their explorations begin with the blacksmith. But for Silara and Elandra, they choose to check out a local fortune teller and see what they can discover. As Elias, Talia, and Rothaga approach the blacksmith, it quickly becomes apparent he's not just nervous. He's afraid of these visitors. Hello. Can I help you?
Yes, indeed you can. We're here in search of a simple lock and key. Is that something you could provide us before nightfall? Of course, we could be willing to pay you handsomely for your services.
As Elias pulls out several gold coins, the blacksmith stands there looking astonished. You're from the White Wolf Tribe, aren't you? No, I can't talk to you. I'm sorry, no. Elias sees his opportunity slipping away and grabs him by the arm and quickly places a gold coin in his hand.
We would really appreciate your help, and there's much more where this comes from, my friend.
The blacksmith looks into his palm with amazement. This is clearly the most amount of money he's ever seen, and though hesitant at first, he agrees to construct a lock and key for these strangers. Meanwhile, Silara and Alondra are having a very different experience.
Welcome, strangers. Come to see your futures, have you?
Tylana is dressed in religious attire and has long silver hair that only adds to her air of mystery. She seems friendly enough, so they decide to sit down and partake and glimpse into their future. Silara approaches first and places her axe on the table.
I need to know more about what this is. I need to know who this voice is that is calling out to me.
Tylana takes her hand, and moments later she glances up with a sense of excitement.
A goddess calls to you. The guardian. Though, she is weak. Not who she once was. She calls to you for aid. You will find her in the mountains of Haman, but you must hurry before it is too late.
Silara raises from the table with a newfound sense of purpose, but as she peers over, she could see Alondra holding a strange but somehow familiar sword. Tylana glances over as well.
You there, paladin. Your future is as clear as sunlight. You will live and die by the sword.
Well, that makes sense. That's what a life of monster slaying gets you.
But a mysterious voice enters her mind before she can finish speaking. The sword is talking to her. Greetings, champion. Oh, thank goodness you found me. I have waited the arrival of such a worthy champion for centuries. Together, you and I will do great things.
Is anyone else hearing this? What kind of sword is this?
As I said, you will live and die by the sword, Moonshadow.
Alondra decides to keep this strange sword, and they all decide to meet back with their friends as the sun begins to set and the festival is beginning. Their treasure now tightly secured using the lock that they had acquired earlier that day, Uma decides to join in the festivities. The town is alive and full of joyous music. The feast is meager and the drinks are few, but for the people of Tuvi, this is more than enough. As Givden approaches, he can see that they're enjoying the festival. You see, the people of Tuvi are kind. To leave here is to ask them to die. These people aren't fighters. They won't survive out in the wilderness. And no Orc has taken much from us. But look around you. We don't need all that much. So, I need to ask you. Are you gonna follow William's orders and make us leave? Or are you gonna let us stay and have our peace?
It's not that we want to.
Elias's words leave him as a sudden burst of wind and snow seems to come from nowhere. The massive horde that our heroes have brought with them have attracted unwanted attention. The dragon of Galita, Embrix, has come for what he believes is his prize. He lands in the middle of the celebration as the ground quakes and trembles. In an instant, he breathes a beam of ice across the town, wiping out half of its inhabitants in a single blow.
You small, spineless, insignificant worms. Where is it? Where is the gold you have claimed for me? Bring it forth, and perhaps some of you may yet live.
We need to leave. Now.
We'll never outrun the dragon. Besides, he's drawn to the gold.
This is a really bad idea. Hey, over here!
You reek of riches. Where is it?
We can take you to it. You just need to follow us.
You think I came down from the mountain to deal with you mortal insects? You will bring me my prize, or this town will be decimated.
We're visitors here. What would that mean to us?
Alondra's bluff seems to only enrage Embrix further as he lashes out in anger and uses his ice breath to freeze the remaining of the town. Only a handful of villagers survive his rage. As Rothaga looks upon the destruction, a familiar voice enters his mind.
My dear king, you face a great adversary. Many may still die. I can help you, dear Rothaga. I can grant you the power to end this in a single strike. You need only ask, and this strength will be yours.
As he struggles to resist the stranger in his mind, Embrix becomes more and more impatient.
You have wasted enough of my time.
He unleashes his ice breath yet again, and they each try to dodge out of the way of his frozen grasp. All survive this initial attack, but Elias's wounds are great. Another blast will surely mean his demise.
Fine, I accept. Give me this strength to end this now.
The clouds overhead begin to glow a gray and dark red. Red streaks of light dance across the sky. A beam of black energy erupts from the sky and slams into the ground. The blast is so intense that they all have no choice but to shield themselves in that moment. As the dust settles, what remains of Embrix is nothing more than a pile of steaming bones. Rothaga saved his friends, but at what cost?